Alright guys, I just wanted to make a little quick video regarding the reference page that I had you make for discussion post 2, and then just go over exactly what it should look like in order for you to, like ace it. Obviously I'm not grading it, that was just practice, but this is what it should look like. Starting off, you notice at the top of this, the title is just references. Alright, so don't have works cited, don't have sources, don't have anything other than references as the title of the citation list that you create. So when you're making your informative speech and your persuasive speech and you're putting together the reference page for those, make sure that the title is just centered and it's called references. And it's just 12-point font. Notice everything's in Times New Roman, and the font's consistent. It's just references is your title in the center. Also notice for these three sources, they're in alphabetical order according to the first author's last name. When you have multiple authors, just go down the line. You know how to alphabetize things, so that shouldn't be an issue. Just make sure that they are all are in alphabetical order. And then you'll see I have author last name followed by any initials given, author last name followed by any initials given. So this is a two-authored piece here, this first one. This is an article that Dr. Emilian Hodges and I co-authored, and you see that there, I think these are called ampersands, the and symbol between our names, periods whenever there's an initial. Then in parentheses we have the year that was published. All I need is the year. If you want to put the month in there, that's fine, but all I'm looking for is the year. Then there's a period after the year. You notice in the title of the article itself, which comes next, the only things that are highlighted are the first word, so the C in communication, and then anything after a semicolon, so the M in mindful. Other than that, no other word is capitalized in the title of the article when you're making a reference. Next, after the title, which has a period at the end of the title, is the journal name itself. That's Health Communication, both capitalized and and italicized. Then have a comma that's not italicized, followed by the volume number 31 that is italicized, another comma that's not italicized, and then just the page numbers. Don't put P in front of the page numbers, just list the page numbers. All right. So that's pretty much the same format for these next two articles. And then a couple other things to keep in mind. Notice that it's double spaced throughout. So what I mean by that is, and an easy way to do this is, usually when I do it, I start here. So normally I'll enter my references and they'll look something like this. There's no kind of indentation, there's nothing special going on at this point. What you can do is back everything up so they're all what I call like kissing, they're like butted up to one another. Highlight everything, right click, hit paragraph, and what you're going to do is change the indentation section to hanging, and then you're going to change the line spacing to double, and then boom. What you have here are references that are double. This is called double spaced throughout with hanging indents. So a hanging indent is anything when the second line on hangs over like that. That's what you want it to look like. Double spaced throughout means there's just double spaces throughout the entire page. So you don't want it to look like this, because now you got like 4 spaces in between each citation. You don't want that. You want them all to just be butted up nicely together like this. They're in alphabetical order. It's called references, double space throughout, hanging indent. This is the basic format that you want to use for your references when you are turning in your outline with the references attached at the end as a separate document.